Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have something very special for you. This is, unfortunately, my third attempt to try and have some audio for this video, which is quite embarrassing. But I think you'll forgive me, and I certainly forgive myself here. This is what I find quite a technical program, and it required quite a bit of concentration. But as you can see, we have a train going around there, and this is in a program known as Islands and Train, I believe is the name of the demo. It is listed on oh, Steam. That's right, Steam. That's why it's the it shares video game programs, and it's named after the best kind of locomotive. Well, I mean that's subjective, of course. I'm not going to try and say that steam locomotives are the best, because you may well disagree with me, and there are very good reasons for either agreeing or disagreeing with me in that regard. However, what I'd like to say is, from the short time I've had with it, I've enjoyed every moment. Well, actually, I enjoyed like 30% of it, because 70% of it was trying to figure out how the controls work. There you go. You can see me. You can see me moving the viewing eye in which we have perspective from. Now, what I didn't understand was, I thought that everything was an infinite void of nothingness, and then and turns out there's a digging implement that you'll see later, and you can press the button on your mouse, your computer mouse, and then you can press it, and then a land appears. And then that sort of thing, and there's a menu now, as it turns out, if you press the button on your keyboard marked tab, depending on your country, of course, all the buttons go away, and that was very scary. I see. I pressed a button. There's the digging tool. There's the digging implement. You can see it's like an entrenching tool, but for creating land, and if you're a train fan, which I assume you are if you're here, don't worry, train's coming back. The train will come back. And now what I'm doing is showing off the land creation tool, and you can make and it can take stuff away as well. Look at that! You could go up as well. That's where I found out you could go up. That I didn't know before then. And you would have heard the surprise in my voice. But unfortunately I didn't record that. And what I assume to be trees as well. And then an uppy thing. Look at that. It goes up. I'm figured out exactly how that works, but trust me, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day, and you'll see it. You'll see it here. There we go. Past me had placed it. There we go. And it's gone. And so is the raised bit and what I assume to be trees there, and kind of a tiling. I have to assume. Again, I'm not an expert on this, but I think it's visually pleasing. There you go. I'm creating more land with my entrenching tool, and reeds. You can put reeds in the water. That's a thing. It's not only the land, as it turns out, and that. I see now. I pressed a button there. I can't remember what button I pressed. But it just kept it kept doing that. I don't understand exactly what that is, but it was doing it. Now see now what happened there was I pressed another button. Del. I pressed the Del button, I think. I didn't realise that I had a Dell computer. But there we go. I think that was the problem, and here we can see I'm generating more land, and I think I was talking about the idea that you could have a track, an imaginary track that was secular in nature, but that was not filled in the centre, because the track only needs to be filled in where the land only needs to be filled in where the track is. There we go, and I placed a corner there. There's another one coming in. Third one coming in. There it goes. hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where I found out if you press the button on your computer mouse, and then you don't stop holding the button computer mouse, it does multiple of the land tiles without taking your finger off. And then there's this long piece of track, and I was transfixed by that. Look at that, because I'd only seen the corners and the very short pieces of track. Now that I had a little bit of trouble with that later on, as you'll see, but don't worry, we'll get there. And you can rotate things. You can rotate things with the there we go, on your computer mouse. There's the spinny bit. The spinny bit, if you do something. Sometimes it makes the perspective eye of the world change, and sometimes it turns things around. I think most of the time I got that down. I don't remember exactly what I was doing there, but here what I was doing there was pressing the buttons on the keyboard. There was Q, W, E, R, possibly not R, A, S, and D, and that would also change the way in which the perspective world turn. And there was another piece of track there which I didn't end up using, but I was very excited to. I'm very excited to use that as well. I went up, and that goes up as well, but turning and up. It's two things combined. I was very excited. I think you can tell I'm still quite excited. And then we have another piece of corner there, and here's me trying to figure out how I can I got rid of it there. I decided I needed more land there to have some way of connecting the track to itself, so that the train doesn't just fall into the water, because that would be a real shame. And there I did an up there. I can't remember whether it was intentional. I was trying out there to see whether. See, no, that didn't work. That didn't work. I was wondering whether I could do an up, but I couldn't do an up. And here's some of my logical brain thinking coming. Here was my problem. What I wanted there was it to be, imagine you have an object in your hand and you were to rotate your palm through 180 degrees on the, what's that, the yaw axis? On the yaw axis. What I wanted to do was rotate that through 180 degrees on the yaw axis, but of course keep the pertinent parts of the rails up. You know, not just turn it around. What I wanted to do was like sort of invert the direction that it went, so it snilked the other way. But I couldn't figure out how to do that, so I used one of these corner pieces. There we go. I think Nigel, you're going to need a little more land than that. Oh, I think you're going to need that, Nigel. There we go. He's done it. Oh no. He's there we go. 2 in 1, and it's a thing of beauty. Now we can add in the train, everyone's favourite part. There we go. You can add quadrupeds. Look at that. Quadrupeds of some kind. Then a crane. Love a crane. And what I assume to be liquefied petroleum gas. And then you can turn like the lever at the right, on the bottom right, and then you can press the scary tab button again, and then the menu goes away, and then the train I thought was disappearing. I thought the train had gone, but if you wait, look, it came back, because even though some parts of the track are not on screen, the world that we cannot see persists, which means that the train was around to go round and round. Now, I hope that you are enthralled, just as enthralled by this as I am, because, trust me, that there will be more of this to come. I look forward to it. Perhaps, some videos, where I'm not talking, and you can just appreciate the beauty. Again, there was islands and trains, or something about that. Demo, you can look it up. I'm hoping to see more, and goodbye.